The battle is almost upon us. I will deal with the invading forces atop Torghast. When we reach Oribos, you will defend Zoval while he completes the ritual.
You mean he will compel me to defend him? Each time he dominates my will, I feel myself slipping further away. Is this what you felt when Arthas raised you, Sylvanas? Hollow, empty. Everything you once were, consumed by darkness.
See, this should have happened before the raid.
Young lion. But in the end, the sacrifice
It makes fighting her more impactful. It makes her final lines against the jailer more
Once the
impactful.
cycle of life and death has been broken and remade, we will...
By that time, I'll have been lost.
Why do they do this
So
after?
will you. I only hope my friends will remember me as I was, not what you made me to be.
Why do they put it there?
We won't lose you. I swear it.
You tell this before the fucking big moment. What? This is ultimately why I got so frustrated at this. I mean, obviously this isn't the reason because I hadn't played it, but like, it's this type of shit that's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't have to be a fucking genius to figure out where that dialogue belongs. Fuck! No wonder Sylvanas' final lines seemed like such shit! You finally give the perspective that you should have been giving the entire time! It's how you make compelling, relatable villains, bro. She's not Kefka. She's not Kefka. Fuck. At least Kefka was just insane and owned it and knew it, and we all knew it. Instead of feeling like fools, like, oh, Sylvanas is smart, she knows what she's doing, just wait, she has a plan, like, oh, just, like, no. That's why people say she was mustache twirling villain. And if it's true that people like Alex Afrasiabi had anything to do with the burning of Teldrassil, I guess it's not shocking that they had to find some kind of way to salvage the fuck up that was. Explaining everything in post really was what ruined Shadowlands. Imagine if FF cut all Emmett Cell context that we get through the MSQ just to add it after the trial Lamau. Bro! Oh, god damn it! Yo, cool transmog, bro. It was actually decent writing, too. It's about the guild, bro, I'm telling you! Shit! What they should have done, chat, they should have... Sylvanas... They should have used part of Sylvanas' dominated that soul fragment as how they were gonna mind control Anduin. Sylvanas is gripped by the guilt of what she's done to Anduin, and in the final moment, she sacrifices herself so that he can break free, only then finding out that the soul fragment of herself was used to Anduin, imprison Anduin, setting him free, restoring that part to herself as she's recognized. Oh, God, they suck! Dude. Fuck! Fuck! They should have just... they had the grief, they have the guilt, they have it, it's there, the seed is there, they just grab it, Fuck, dude! Fuck! They've been drawing the dichotomy between these two characters for 2 expansions and 2 books! Fuck! Fuck! 3 expansions! Why? 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 Chris, why? Why? Why do they do this to her? Why? Steve! Fuck! Fuck! They should have put it in extra books. Just shut up. So, let me clarify. The way that I exaggerated the way that she says, I will never serve. The way that they put serve in quotes in the cutscene I think implies kind of that, again, like that deeper meaning. Like, I look at that and I go, Sylvanas, you've been serving in the whole time. But when Sylvanas is threatened or feels threatened with the potential of quite literally being forced to serve like the other people were, and that she wasn't going to be exempt from that, I think that makes sense in her choosing not to do it. Like, obviously, if we watch the cinematics back, she's very conflicted about what she's doing to Anduin. It's very clear the whole time. The cutscenes actually capture it very well. The delivery, it just needed to be more. It should have served. You know, this is what you call serving. You know, had I understood that you sought to bend the will of all living beings to you know, then I, you know, some type of that. But like, I will never serve is like just kind of like a, you know, give her the opportunity to identify it and speak against it and make it mean more. The one-liner "I will never serve" just doesn't work there, because you look at it and it's like, well, you done been serving, bitch. You know, her eyes say a lot. You can see the doubt. You definitely can. The cinematic team has always crushed it, and it's why it's a shame that like the narrative team in this case kind of fucked them over. That's why I say when you just watch the cinematics, Shadowlands is actually pretty good. I keep saying, every time I say this, I'm like, it's not the worst thing ever. It wasn't that bad. It was decent. It was pretty good. Like, it's just getting better the more that I say it, the more that I see it. So, you know, pardon my flip-floppiness that some may perceive. Cinematics are Taron Gregory's work, and that man would never fail. I mean, he cares a lot about what he does. The books gave context on what happened, but after the fact, meaning it no longer had impact. They're generally well written, but if they had been out first, we'd have context and impact because of them. True. Yeah, the Sylvanas book didn't come out until after this, did it? Wasn't the whole thing about where you could read about the jailer and her's plot not released until after this? Buy that $25 extra media, read through it. Yeah, everyone wants to read a 230-page novel. Like, I do. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, and by the way... By the way, I fucking got it, okay? Because if I really want to understand what the fuck is going on here, I have to read it. It just is what it is. I can't be mad. I can't really be mad. It is what it is. War of the Scaleborn would have been amazing if it came out before we killed Razageth. Yeah, to really contextualize the entire war with the Primalists, yeah. Razageth was really cool, and I feel like the impact of her death was kind of lost after Farak started to go crazy. It was kind of like Raz died, Farak kind of went nuts, and like we kind of forgot about it. Which is a shame, because Razageth I thought was rather compelling as the youngest, and having that tenacity and ambition to try to escape. I mean, I thought Raz was cool. So that would have been nice to see more of in the game. I think that many of us can agree on something, chat. Although World of Warcraft's story doesn't always go the way that we would like it to, or what we think we would like it to, the game has a really cool narrative in a really, really well-built world. The amount of lore and characters that can exist consistently over this amount of time is incredibly impressive, okay? Whether it can be cartoonish and kind of cringe at times is a different topic and not really the point. The point is that for the fact that we're looking at 15 to 20 years of storytelling through RTS's books, etc., the main game, like, it's pretty fucking impressive. And I can't imagine many developers, really, or anyone, being able to hold it together very well. When you look at other writers who took that amount of time to tell their stories, Tolkien and that type of shit, I mean, there's a lot of fragmented writing. It's incomplete, you know? It's not like Tolkien had the fucking everything outlined perfectly, you know? A lot of people took creative liberties based on the rule set that was, you know, seemingly developed. I say rule set like it's a game, but you know what I mean? In that universe and built on it. It's kind of like Lovecraft in that regard, that like even the mastermind behind the initial literature isn't able to write it exactly how they want or have it perfect the first time around. Like, writing is iterative, and I think that that's something that, you know, I think a less mature Pyromancer from about 2 or 3 years ago wouldn't really have been able to see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I would have been able to accept that aspect of storytelling because my selfish, you know, aspirations for what I want the story to be at certain points kind of blinds me from, you know, what's really there and what's trying to be told to you. And that's not to say that, oh, mistakes are absolved and there's no bad writing and that it's not, you know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the imperfection of World of Warcraft's story, like many other stories, is a reflection of something that is said to be divine. And that is that nothing can be perfect. Literally nothing. And, you know, we try really hard to try to make things perfect, and it doesn't always turn out. And so it's an intricate web of things being done. So with that being said, it's just, I just think it's just good to give a little credit where it's due in that regard, because, you know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and it's also why I've learned to accept that, like, I can't figure this shit out by myself. There's just no way. My brain is not big enough. It's not wrinkly enough, okay? And I don't think anyone's is. And I think that that's a lesson that Farrakh taught me further, that pushing people away and getting angry and believing that you can just figure it out yourself is not a way to achieve success. And if you achieve success in those ways, you're probably gonna kind of exile yourself from other people because they're not gonna want to interact with you. Even if you have some kind of just cause. If you don't know how to get it out there the right way and tell people the right way, then, you know, you're not gonna see many allies. And so I think WoW has kind of taught me that, you know, don't be Farrakh. It's okay, Pyro, to have some fire in you, you know? It's okay to have that. But when you let it go to the point where you're starting to burn people that you care about, it's not worth it. So, it's the way I see it.